Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be getting that mock engine out. I'm starting to work on the heads for the built engine. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning, guys. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, or that side, that subscribe button, and that post notification bell to stay up to date with my uploads. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright boys, I've sold 2 of my gauge pods yesterday, so I'm going to pack that one up and we'll ship them off to the post office and get them out to the boys. Later tonight I'll come out and do the welding on the dump pipe. I didn't get to do it last night, and we'll start to pull the engine out. We'll get the heads off and we'll start to look at what I need to do to the heads as well. Also throughout the day I'll probably be working on the Golf because parts came in for that as well, but that'll be a separate video. Anyway, let's pack these up, get them to the post office for Pat and Kyle. So thanks boys, really appreciate it. I'm gonna have to make another one for myself now, but all good. Probably still got another month or so anyway before I really need it. Alright, I'll see you later tonight when I get the dump pipe out. We'll do the welds. Alright boys, we've got the dump pipe out, so I just need to clean up the joints and then I'll bolt them up. Then we'll get the TD05 off, and while we're here I need to try to sort these lines out. Now that we know that the wastegate is going that way, we can hopefully route it around because we know how high it will be too, so that'll be good. Hopefully I can get that done, get that sorted tonight, and then yeah, we'll get the up pipe manifold off and mount up the AC bracket and the other bracket ready to get pulled out. I'll have to push the built engine off to the side so I can hoist this one out. Just gonna have to rest it on something, maybe my spare tire, spare wheel, and I'll get the heads off. It's pretty light, there's nothing in it, so But obviously before I start working on the heads, I'm going to do a really good cleanup. So I want to get all the welding done first, clean up everything, and I'll probably even go over that again to make sure there's no grot that's gotten into it. And yeah, clean up everything, remove the cranks out of the way, nice surface to put the heads back together. Alright guys, that's finished welded up except for the O2 bung. Obviously it's about 11 o'clock at night now, so I need to do some cutting, so I'll do that tomorrow, and we'll weld that in. Should be quite easy. I'll just measure the hole, measure it onto the other bit, cut it out, weld it in. Should be all good. I'll put something in it so I can hold it so it doesn't go in while I'm welding it. I'll do like tacks on each corner. Anyway, I'm going to pull the TD05 off now, and I will put this mount on so it's all in the correct location, and we'll have a look at the power steering lines. Alright boys, playing around with the power steering, and I'll point that one straight down and it's cleared. I'm going to have to put like a heat sheath on both of them all the way up onto the fittings, but yeah, let it to work. It's missing it by enough, and then we have the wastegate to come off this side, so don't have to worry about around here. So it goes down around That's this one here. It comes back up. So cool. Still sits nice and low. And yeah, I've still got a little bit there to play with. Sick. Alright boys, might call it a night there and come back tomorrow and get the engine out, and we'll take the heads off and I'll just take you through what I need to do. So yeah, all welded up. So tomorrow, getting it out, having a nice clean up in here as well. But also tomorrow I'm working on the Golf, so I've got to make sure I don't waste time. Got a lot to do tomorrow. Where was I? I think it's been about a week since I've actually worked on the Forester. Been playing around with the Golf, and that's out of my hand now. That's at my dad's place. So yes, timing is out. So timing chain is being done, hopefully over the weekend. Anyways, I think I mentioned in the last Golf one that we've got some exciting news. I know this is like halfway through this episode, or nearly that, but I got approached by a company over in the States to do some testing on some TGVs. TGV deletes, should I say. So hopefully they'll be here towards the end of the year, and I can run them and put them through some punishment. So I run them until I need to go to dual injectors. Yeah, or if they're really good, these new ones, I might just unsell those radium ones. And also I won some performance parts. I got second in the competition, and I got a GFB electronic boost controller, an Aeroflow front mount intercooler is coming, and yeah, that's all I'll be running on this anyway. I've got a electronic throttle body controller as well, but I'll be giving that to the guy I work with. He's got a V8 SS Commodore, so hopefully that'll help his car out. And what do I get? Maguire's snow canning kit and just some merch. So you'll probably see me pop up in some spare box merch. That's the company that I go through to get like my filters and stuff. I get them normally when they're on sale. I've probably got some AN lines and stuff like that from them too. But yeah, I got second prize, so pretty happy with that. And they'll definitely be going on here. So once this intercooler comes, it's going to be bigger than that. So I've got some work to do to fit that. But I'm going to get cracking on getting this engine out. I'm going to get this out tonight, and we're going to get the heads off. That's the main thing. Get the heads off, have a look at it, and do some measuring. And hopefully do a little bit more tomorrow night. Just a little bit, because that's obviously I need to finish editing this episode. But yeah, I'll push this out of the way because we don't need that just yet, so we can get the crane up and onto here. So we'll mount the AC bracket and the bracket that goes on here, and we'll get to getting this thing out. Alright boys, we have another empty engine bay. So I've got the dummy block here. So we're going to get the heads off and just move that block to the side. Probably chuck it in the garden shed. For now, it might be a rebuild later on down the track, but it'll have to be board oversized anyway. Yeah, let's get this turbo bracket off. Now we can get the heads off. Alright boys, we have the heads off. a lot of cleaning needs to be done up here, so I'm going to do that off camera. Still need to do the O2 sensor in the exhaust, which is down there now, but that can be last thing. Still need to do wastegates, so yeah, we'll get the engine mounts off this, get these brackets off. I can carry that, it's got nothing in it, and dispose of that. Pack up this, and yeah, I'll tell you what I need to do with the heads. Alright boys, I've cleaned up a little bit here. There's going to be no grinding or any welding of any sort until the heads are back on the block, because we need the heads on the block to do the exhaust, so, well, for the turbo, so I can't do that anyway. So cleaned up just a little bit, so I'll run you through what needs to be done and what's going to happen and what's going to happen in the not too distant future. So as you can see, we've got new valve guides. These need to be reamed out just a little bit, so I need to go check the valve to guide clearance. It does fit on there, but nice and tight. This is number 2, so yeah, that fits on there. It just needs to go out just a little bit. They're just shy of 6mm, and this is just shy of 6mm too, so just got to make sure I get the right measurements there. I've got a tool to knock them out and to put them in, so we should be good with that. And then I'll just check how it seals. If it doesn't seal very well, then we're going to have to go to a machine shop and get them to cut the valves and deck it as well. But yeah, if I can manage to do all that and it's all good. I mentioned before we do have cams coming, but they're not due to get into Car Mods Australia until mid-Feb, so I do want to obviously get the car going by then. I don't want it to be down for that long. So when the cams go in, obviously we're going to have to check the valve lash, the clearance. So we're going to probably have to change all the buckets, or at least the shims on the buckets. I do have the shims on the top of these buckets, not the whole thing. Now these are pretty much all new shims, well, not new shims, but most recent rebuild. When I did the valves, I had to get new shims. The guy did them pretty locally to me, not very local, he's like the next suburb over. He's got a machine shop out the back of his house, so I think I've got the originals still in my dad's place, mum and dad's place, so let's see if I can find them. Might need them. Yeah, I don't know, we'll have to wait until we see what clearances we need, obviously. But anyway, so I'll put the stock ones in. So we'll do the break in with stock cams, and then when the cams come, we'll just pull it out like I just did then, and we'll just do the cams, maybe just on an engine stand. Mind on the cams, I'll do coils too, and obviously matching spark plugs and whatnot. Because the foresters are a pain, obviously, to do the ignition. Because I think with the upgraded ones that I'm going to go for, the R35 GTR ones, there is a plate that goes on top that pushes out just a little bit, and pushing it out just a little bit will push it closer to the rails. So yeah, no good. Anyway, I think I'm going to finish this episode here, boys. We are on to the heads, so hopefully tomorrow being Friday and over the weekend we can get some progress on these. So at the moment I'll go in and finish editing this video because I've already done half of it because it was last week. But I'll check the valve to guide clearance that I need and see if I can get a tool to ream them out to 6mm or whatever the clearance I need is. So I have baggied up everything so they match all the ports, so hopefully we don't really need to do much about grinding the valves down. Just maybe lap them. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you're pretty keen on progress on this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and hit that post notification bell to stay up to date with the uploads. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye.